Hi guys, it is Tuesday again with another process video for you. And with this layout, I used a ton of the Cocoa Vanilla Unforgettable collection, and you're going to see me put that to work here in just a moment. I started with a white piece of basil textured cardstock. My silhouette does not like basil paper, so I have a tendency to get it in my Hip Kit Club's kit, and I usually like to use it as a background or something I can do watercolor on, something like that. But it worked out really well here. So I used a couple of scraps from my stash and I cut out some notches so that I would have a little bit of balance starting out with the page because I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do. And I'm going to be using the pictures that you see there on that you did see briefly on the right. And they are a picture of my phone when we were looking up vegan restaurants and then the food that we found. And I had basically vegan chicken and waffles. And so I was super excited because I haven't had those in years. Unfortunately, veganism did not work for me. It was too carb intensive, and I operate much better on a lean protein and low carb diet. So, you know, I put my body through different trials and errors, and it was a great try. And I got to eat things I don't normally eat. So, I loved this restaurant though. It was really, really nice. I loved the little fried chicken. It's actually mushrooms. And normally not a big mushroom fan, but really loved the way they did these mushrooms. So you can see I am grabbing a ton of the cocoa vanilla papers and backing the photos. I also took some of the acetate stickers, which is the life documented. I backed it with some white paper and I fussy cut it out. And I also used the foam stickers for the title, which is the best. And the everyday is also part of those acetate stickers that I backed with white paper. And the frame is from the ephemera collection, as well as the flags up at the top left. And so I usually like to work in a diagonal manner. It just is pleasing to my eye, and this is no exception. I really like how it turned out. I'm even going to grab some of the label stickers, and I did end up, I've been trying to dig into some of my 6x6 papers and use some of them because they've kind of been ignored and unloved for a while. So I did find a couple of papers from my Mind's Eye Necessities collection. That's a wood grain paper, and I backed the right photo with it and gave it a little bit of an extra layer to offset the frame that was from the Cocoa Vanilla ephemera on the left. So here you can see I'm adding a few more bits and pieces from the acetate, and I really enjoy using acetate on white paper. I find that that's the only way I like to use it. It just seems really, really beautiful on white, but other than that, I struggle with acetate. So I'm really curious if you use acetate on other colored cardstock or if you just go all in and brave and do like a patterned cardstock or like a tone on tone. I'm really curious other ways I can use acetate because I have some. I just don't know how to use it that well. So I would love any suggestions. But you can see I added quite a bit here. I've got some of the little dashes and leaves and the arrows and some of the paint splatters. I mean, I tried to use as many of these little stickers as I could because I was afraid I would not be able to use them on another layout that was not just white on the background. So I did pop up that life documented acetate just because the foam stickers that say the best were dimensional, so I thought that would work well. And I love this little camera. It's just the perfect blend of black and white with a little bit of pink in the lens and all of those beautiful little hearts that are soft and watercolory. Watercolory, I think that's a word. If not, I'm going to make it a word. That's fine. Yeah, so I really like how this layout turned out. I'm just going to continue to add. I found some of the labels from their sticker collection, and the one at the top says life is good. The ones at the bottom say here and now, and I'm going to add another one that underneath it that says highlights. And then I'm going to add a couple to the left center that say live your story and my favorite things. And then you can also notice the one at the top right of the chicken and waffle photo that says noteworthy, because it was definitely noteworthy. I'm going to have to say, out of all the chicken and waffles I've ever had, which isn't that many, this was by far my favorite. It had a ton of crunch. And if you're in the Dallas area and you're vegan or you want to explore vegan options, which I'm not opposed to vegan at all. I absolutely love vegetables, and I would go back in a heartbeat as long as I could limit my carb intake. And yeah, V-Eats Modern Vegan is delicious. So I'm just going to finish up with some splatters from Dilutions, and that is the slate gray color. And I find that I use that a lot as a softer black option. So that completes the layout. So with just basically one collection and a little bit of ink, and I mean that's in a white cardstock, I mean that's pretty much it. I went to town with primarily one collection, which I love to do. So that is it. I have still pictures, as you can see. I have information at the end of this video on how you can find me. I'm also working on becoming a health coach, life coach, and I am a certified nutritionist and personal trainer. So I have a Facebook group that you might enjoy checking out. And if not, that's okay too. I just love to share my art and my love of scrapbooking. So I look forward to bringing you another video very soon, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.